Okay, now, country people, there is a particular video I saw, as in a write-up from one comrade on Instagram. You guys know autism, so I saw the video, the write-up on her platform, and I want to talk about it. Whilst we are all talking about this very thing that Yul is not bringing his kids to the media, there is something that many of us also need to understand. You know, some persons, those that don't like Queenmay, that lie so much, they were even trying to sugarcoat it, that I came out to debunk today, where they said that Queenmay is the one that made the man to, as in, not be able to go close to the children. So I have something to say, because when I will explain the part of the write-up that was put out by Autism, the comrade on Instagram. So I remember this very, very well, that the last post your actor posted about the children, when it comes to the children, the one that is alive, was the post of Carl. Yes, when they were holding hands, okay? He held him up. You know, that way where they take the whole person for those days now, as in, when the beginning day, at that time, I don't think Carl is up to the stage where he is right now. So he had Carl, he's putting on a native. I mean, you have to be a native, and the Carl, I think so, something like that. Okay, so that was the post he made, and he talked about going to their school, and I was like, okay, but that picture looked very old. That was like a very old picture when he posted it. So many persons said that picture was an old picture. Okay, that's not the reason why I'm here. The reason why I'm here is to talk about the areas where your actor, you know, what he did, that even Edochie case manager spoke about it, and that is the exact part that Autism, the Instagram comrade, the one that she put out today. So now I want to talk about it. The time when this old saga started, we heard that your actor took all these things down to the children. If you remember, there was a time he also went with Danielle, took Danielle to school. While she was inside his car, he was asking Danielle, where are you going to practice, as in to complete your master's? Danielle now said, in Europe, you know, outside the country. She said in overseas. And when Danielle said that, and then he asked her, with what and with which money? You understand, my money. So they were laughing inside the car. He took her down to school. I guess that was around 2022. Okay. Stroke 2023, if I'm not mistaken. That was even before the buying of Kambili Chuku. Okay. So now, back to the gist, you know. So, during this period, what the man was doing was, he was trying his best to see how he can lure, or should I say lure, or manipulate is the right words, manipulate these children into believing that their mom, you know, she's been like dramatic about the whole situation. He started up with the areas of Pharaoh in the Bible. He told them about Pharaoh, that Pharaoh was able to practice polygamy, that polygamy is not as bad as they think, that their mother is trying to make it look so bad, you know. Polygamy is not as bad as they feel. So he was deliberately using the Bible to brainwash or to manipulate those kids. So they took this same statement to the court. All right. So Queenmay's case manager said these things even verbally, and also on his write-up, which this comrade on Instagram called Autism put out for us today to see. And many of you be wondering, okay, he said all of those things. What does that mean? I will explain to you what that means. The man was categorically letting the kids know that their mother is dramatic. Why saying that, he's trying to use those kids against their mom. Do you know that? Queenmay, in her own mind, wants that fatherly bond between the father and the children. She had no issues with the man coming close to the children. But the man was trying to use everything possible in his power to turn the children against their mother. The first speech, I'm just saying, this is what I think. Telling the children that Pharaoh in the Bible practiced polygamy, that polygamy is not as bad as what your mother think. So if these children really listened to their father, directly or indirectly, the man is turning the kids against their mom. And when he turns the kids against their mom, before you know, you will see the woman kind of being impelled into accepting polygamy. So many men do that, and they've done it so many times. It has worked for some men. They will start up with the children. They will first of all manipulate the brain of the children. And they will use that thing that they said. Before you know, some of these children will just fall for it. And they will start telling their mom, it's not as bad as you think now. My father said it's not as bad as you feel. So why are you overly dramatic? Before you know, the kids will start telling their mother, you have been dramatic. And that was the exact thing your actor wanted to achieve with those children. And that alone is evil. Because now he is unable to, cajole Queenmay into accepting polygamy. He now started it up with the children. That is complete manipulation. It is also punishable by law. Yes, it is punishable by law. To see how you want to manipulate the children to go against their father or their mother. So when this case came up, when I saw it today, I just remembered that this man has tried everything in him to use whatever strategy he has to nail Queenmay. But you see, God has always stood the gap for her. If not, Queenmay for don't enter one chance. And being that her kids are very reasonable, and with what they started seeing on the media space has already turned off that manipulating plans of their father. It backfired because they've been seeing what he's doing on the media. Now, coupled up with what happened to their brother together, what do you think? You think those kids will want to listen to the man? The answer is no. So if really these kids had listened, they would have, the man would have turned them completely against their mom. And that's manipulation. So it's better. Now he doesn't have rights to see these kids. Because why? The kids doesn't even want to see him in the first instance. Due to what? Due to the series of drama. And this was one of the things Patience blogs I was speaking against. I spoke against it over and over again. So what the man thought he was doing, he didn't know that he was actually ratatying himself on his own leg. The moment the children refused, the moment the wife refused, he brought out Juju Austin. It's not like they are so in love. But because he wanted to use Juju Austin to get to Queenmay and to get to the children, but he was doing it to himself. He thought he was hurting May and the kids, but indirectly he was hurting himself. And now the kids don't want to see you because they now know whom you are. So you using those children Juju Austin has cannot change their mind. Even though you thought when doing this, May would not have to succumb and come back to tell you, yes, now I've accepted the polygamy. And the kids will come to you, okay, daddy, we have accepted. For that, it doesn't work that way. What you give is what you get. I'll leave it here. Patience Vlogs. Like and share.